know where your garbage goes? This is the Pacific Garbage Patch. The Pacific Garbage Patch is an accumulation of trash caught in a current out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There are two separate currents that come together to form the Pacific Garbage Patch. One, known as the Western Current, that runs east of Japan, and another current that runs east of Hawaii and west of California and is twice the size of Texas. Combined, these two currents produce 6,000 miles of accumulated trash. This is known as the Pacific Garbage Patch. In 2006, the United Nations Environment Program estimated that every square mile of ocean has about 46,000 pieces of floating plastic. Of the 200 billion pounds of trash produced each year, 10% goes into the ocean. That's 20 billion pounds of trash each year. And of this 20 billion pounds, 90%, that's 18 billion pounds, is plastic. The primary ingredients for the Pacific Garbage Patch are computer monitors, Legos, fishing nets, and plastic bags. Any trash the winds bring up in the ocean is caught in the currents and adds to the Pacific Garbage Patch. The garbage patch is the size of a continent and is up to 100 feet deep, making it very difficult to clean up immediately. The Pacific Garbage Patch is formed due to various human errors and environmental occurrences. 80% of the trash contained in the garbage patch is from the land. The trash that accumulates in the ocean through storm runoff, landfills, and sewage plants near the ocean is blown in or picked up by tides, or it was carelessly dumped into the ocean through international garbage dumping. The other 20% was produced by private and commercial ships, fishing equipment, oil platforms, and spilled shipping containers. The average person produces half a pound of plastic waste every day. The Pacific Garbage Patch has many effects on the human population. First off, the Pacific Garbage Patch damages boats and submarine equipment. This makes it difficult for local and commercial fishermen to utilize this part of the ocean due to the massive amounts of trash. Another effect that the Pacific Garbage Patch has is on the local beaches and different areas surrounding the Pacific Ocean. In Hawaii, there are 19 islands, including Midway, that receive decades of old trash being washed up on their shores from the gyres of the Pacific Garbage Patch. This has accumulated 5 to 10 feet of trash on the shore of these beaches. This leaves beaches filled with sand containing plastics, which is nearly impossible to clean. The effect that the garbage patch has on these beaches is making it so there is essentially no tourism, decreasing the local economy and having a huge effect on society. On top of this patch affecting the beaches, it is causing people to not want to swim in various parts of the ocean due to the massive amount of trash in them. Plastic products are a huge reason why there is an existence of the massive accumulation of trash. Plastic photodegrades into tiny particles that are very hard to see. These tiny particles absorb different toxins found in the environment which, when ingested by fish, causes the fish to be less healthy and eventually affect humans when they consume the fish. Plastic releases BPAs, which are marked as carcinogens, and endocrine disrupting chemicals linked to reduced sperm count and premature puberty in females. With the ocean already containing PCBs and DDT, plastics are putting even more of these chemicals into the ocean, causing an unsafe level of chemicals and toxins. The first thing that needs to be understood about the Pacific Garbage Patch is that the cleanup process needs to be an international process for any of the garbage patch to reduce in size. First off, beaches need to be cleaned of all trashes and plastics. And secondly, there must be an implementation of international treaties that prevent sea dumping in any way, shape, or form, with fines that would make people not want to dump in the ocean to begin with. Untreated sewage from any landfill must not enter the ocean. Another huge implementation that can be done is the elimination of plastic bags in coastal areas or even worldwide. Public education and awareness of the problem and its effects on different environments around the world would help raise caution and allow people to become aware of this massive problem. Different acts like the Clean Water Act, the Resource Conservation Act, and the Recovery Act have all been put into effect to help maintain the oceans and eliminate the Pacific Garbage Patch. Since we tend to be a throwaway society, we should be responsible for our trash and buy less products packaged in plastic when given the opportunity, in order to make the world a better place for generations to come.